This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games at discounted prices at miniaturemarket.com, and they have a spring fling sale going on right now. You're going to have 80% on games. Save it and go shop there now. Hello, my friends. It's the Game Boy Geek here. Thank you so much for joining. This is my first time. It's been a while since I've live streamed because last year I moved. And not only did I move, but I have a new studio here, and so it's taken me a while to try to get the streaming set up. And because of that move, I had many review game boxes that were lost. They were just lost in the mail. I had tried to remember to email as many publishers as I could, tell them that I had moved, but some of them still apparently were being sent to the old address. Well, recently, the new resident there at my old place contacted me and said, hey, I've got a few boxes with your name on it. So I went to go get a few boxes, and there's like 10 of them, and they all came. So I went through and I wrote some dates on the dates that they were shipped. Some of these were shipped like last summer, like right after I moved in July. And so I didn't even know they were being missed. So I thought it would just be a fun little test to try to set up the streaming here and see how it's working. By the way, if anything's not working well, if you can't hear me well or anything like that, just let me know and we'll try to get that going there. So if anything else is going wrong, let me know, and we're gonna get started here. So we have some boxes here, and so we're gonna just start the first one here. Now on most of these I put dates as to when they came in, but this one just came last week and it was a little bit separate. So we're gonna go ahead and open this one and see what's in this. Ooh, oh, okay. This is Not Alone. Ooh, we got some Stronghold games here. I'm gonna throw these boxes over here. All right, so we have Not Alone. We have Not Alone Sanctuary. So this is a one versus many game. I've actually still never played this one. I've heard lots of really good things about it, but I haven't really, seen anything about this. So if you're in the chat and you've played this game, let me know what you think about this one. I know that there's been like a few expansions that have come out for this, and it's I'm just curious as to what you guys think about it. So Not Alone from Stronghold Games. So yeah, I've heard some really good things. I like one versus many games. This has always been one I want to try. I think Sanctuary is the newest expansion that just came out. Now, for example, if we just go over here to let's bring it up on Board Game Geek here, like Not Alone. Hopefully you can see on my screen what we got going on here. Not Alone. So yeah, there was Not Alone in 2016, and there was Not Alone Exploration, and then Not Alone Sanctuary. And so yeah, so this one I'm really interested in trying out. I think it plays to like seven players or so. Let's see here. This is 2 to 7 players. Awesome. So this is cool. I've been wanting to do this where one player is like, sort of like the alien being, the other ones are trying to stay away from it. Cool, that one's awesome. Let's see here. We got Bravo. This is one of their, Inca and Marcus Brand. That's a great designer duo. They've done a lot of great things. They're the ones that like started the Exit series games. They've done a ton of great things here. And Bravo, this is like sort of a follow-up to Encore, which was called Knock Mall. I have the German version called Knock Mall. And so it looks somewhat similar to that. Actually, the layout looks similar, but it looks like there's some differences. Everyone plays at the same time. You can play solo. A little roll and write game from Stronghold Games. Bravo. This is going to be one I want to check out because I actually really liked Knock Mall. I've reviewed that one. This looks like it's a sequel to that. So that looks pretty cool. Bravo. All right. Well, those are the first two. If you've played this one, let me know what you think of it. It looks like you're trying to race to get columns and rows done and get different bonuses. Very much like Knock Mall or Encore. So there you go. A small little roll and write game. So let's look at the next one over here. All right. Let's open this. See what's going on over here. Battlecry said, hi, y'all in chat. How you doing, Battlecry? If you're in chat, feel free to chime in. Sorry about all that loud noise there. Every once in a while, I'll be going back to kind of check the chat and see what's going on. I don't have my big screen here. Oh, Dr. Gloryhog says, Not Alone looks good. Dr. Gloryhog, I'll play that with you anytime. Although you're always the traitor, so we'll see what happens with that. So, all right, let's go here and see what this thing is here. Ooh, all right. Ooh, Mystery Detective. Oh my gosh, you know what this looks like? Is this from Z-Man? Okay, so this is Mystery Detective, the crime-solving party game. This looks very similar. Oh, what was the name of it? There was a box that looked just like this, and it was like these things where someone knows the answer and you're to a crime, and you're saying yes or no questions. Yes, this is just like that. This looks like it's a new thing in Mystery Detective. So yes, so what happens is, at least on the first version of this game, is one person would be given a scenario like this, and like this one says, I don't know if you can really see, it says a woman has died because she was on a phone too long. But basically you're telling them about the case, and they're asking you yes or no questions, and you know the answer, and you're trying to like guide them there. Now you can't really help them, you're just facilitating it. This one's called Mystery Detective. Let me look this one up here really quick. See, because I forget, I swear the other one wasn't the same name as this. It was something else. So let me come in here and see what Mystery Detective brings up. Let's see here. Okay, yes, Volume 1. Okay, that is this. I wonder if this is different from the other one I was playing with, because it looks exactly the same. Anyway, so it's for 2 to 20 players, ages 14 and up. This is one of those interesting 100 cases this thing has. Wow, I really can't remember the name of the one that I have. I actually have that other one in my car for like road trips, because it's really fun. I can't remember the name of it, and it's killing me. If anyone can remember the name of that one, let's see. Okay, we'll have to see. No one in chatted in about that. So okay, so that one's cool. This is one you can kind of play with just a couple people or more. I loved playing this on the road trip. All right, so that's a cool one. I'm bring up all the small boxes first, because they're a little easier and closer to me right now, but there's a few big ones back here. All right, let's see what this one is. Oh, I should have been mentioning the dates, too. On most of these, I wrote dates on when they showed up. That last one, that showed up last August. Sorry, but they sent it to the wrong place. My gosh, that thing's been here for a while. Let's see what oh, by the way, I've not looked at any of these games yet. I'm hoping that most of these are games. I mean, I looked at the shippers, but a lot of times it's not obvious. Like this one came from just shipping department or shipping Flat River Group. Like, I don't know. I'm just assuming it's a game, because pretty much the only people that would be sending me things back there, the other place. Fairy Trails. An Uwe Rosenberg game. Has anybody in the chat played Fairy Trails? This looks kind of cool for 2 players. Oh, it's elves and gnomes are building paths in the enchanted forest. Help your side win, but don't get lost in the forest. You play your cards to extend your network and cut off your opponent, and you place houses on completed paths. And you want to be the first one to place all your houses and win. Let's check this out on Board Game. The name rings a bell. I remember asking for this one, but I don't recognize the publisher. Paper Plane Games. Let's check it out on Board Game Geek. Hopefully you can see my screen right now. Let's see. Nope. There we go. Now you should be able to see my screen. Fairy Trails. It was 2020, so it was somewhat recently. I love 2-player games. Quick 15 to 20 minutes. An Uwe Rosenberg game. Paper Plane. I wonder, was there another publisher? Let me look up these other publishers. Let's see. White Goblin Games. Yeah, this seems kind of cool. Let's see if it has like a lot of reviews or rankings. Let's see. It's no, it doesn't look like there's that much activity on this. Huh. Interesting. Oh, looks like Tom reviewed it, my buddy. Okay, I'll have to go back and look on this. But this looks cool. I like 2-player games, and these little quick ones are good. And actually, out of all the Uwe Rosenberg games, I tend to like these little quick ones like Patchwork and stuff like this the most from him. So let's take a look here at the next one. Okay, this next one was sent on August 5th last year. Oh, man, that was a long time ago. I mean, it's a long time ago. Let's see what happens here. Okay, this looks odd. This looks like almost the same thing we just opened. Oh, it's part 2 of that. Okay, so we just looked up those Mystery Detective games, and this one looks like it's basically, when we looked those up, there was another separate one there. So, let's see. Wow, sorry, I was just looking at the chat here. It's like someone is joining when where they're at is 3:10 in the morning. Oh my gosh, thank you for staying up with us. So yeah, this is basically, I think, like a volume 2 of that crime solving. So funny death, real life cases, just like the other thing I did with the Mystery Detective, but it's a second one. Okay, cool. I'm going to actually go on a road trip soon, so this will be fun to try out. Okay, this next one. Ooh, this one was like demolished. This one, let's see. September 23rd. September 23rd. So let's check this out. Ooh. Someone in chat said they have these same scissors. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, Seastead. I actually did receive another copy of this, so I think they probably sent it to the other address, and they probably followed up with me asking me if I played it yet, and I probably said, oh, where'd you send it? The other address? Well, I live here now. So, yep, Seastead, 2-player. A lot of people talked about this game, especially towards the end of last year. It's from WizKids. It is a 2-player sort of Euro-style resource management game. It's basically in the Flotilla universe, because that was a very popular, very heavy Euro game that came out from WizKids, and this is sort of like a 2-player streamlined version that's like basically 20 to 30 minutes long. It has resource management in it. It's got some cards with special abilities that you're gathering. And a lot of people were talking very positively about this. This was not my favorite of the small 2-player game series. Had a really interesting thing of where, like, when you get resources, you play a card, and like it tells you what you get, but it also tells you what the opponents get. So you got to figure out, what do I want to give them versus what do I want. Many people really enjoyed this game. I did not like it as much, but it seems like I'm the minority in that one. So let's go over here. I want to see how this is doing ratings-wise. Let's look at Seastead here. Hopefully you should be able to see my screen right now. Okay. I've only got one monitor set up, so I've got to kind of click back and forth. So, okay. There's not that many 114 ratings. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's gotten too much buzz or press yet. But if you like 2-player sort of, Euro style, quick resource management games, things like that, lots of special abilities, this is gonna be one to check out. All right, so I'll put this down here. Okay, this next one was delivered on. Ooh, it's from GameRight. I love GameRight. This was on December 16th. Ooh, see, there was a game that I asked them about last year. It had to do with stones. It was a family game, and I'm hoping this is it, because I still never received it, and I've sent them follow-up emails. Because it seemed kind of cool. I read the rules. I'm hoping this is that, because I've been kind of looking forward to it. It had the word stones in it somewhere. I don't remember the full name of it. Oh, it is that. That's awesome. I can't believe I remembered that. All right, let's get this box out of here. Hey, I'm glad that tonight is trash and recycle night in my neighborhood, because I've got lots of boxes here. Shifting Stones, that's the name of it. It's a game of tiles and tactics from GameRight. I love GameRight games. This one is ages 8 and up, 20 minutes, and 1 to 5 players. And from what I remember, you have these action cards, and you're playing them, and you're shifting these stones around to try to score points, putting them in certain orders depending on goals you have. I think that's kind of what the name of this is. Let me go on here, and I'll look it up for a little bit for you here. Shifting Stones. I love GameRight's little family games. Here it is. All right, yeah, it came out last year. So this one did come in December. I feel bad. I was like looking for this thing, wondering when it came. So it looks like InFocus did a little video of it on Board Game Geek. Doesn't look, oh, okay. There's 7 videos about it, but not a whole lot of information about this, other than, yeah, I remember reading the rule book. So this looks kind of cool. I definitely remember asking for this one, because I remember reading the rules and be like, oh, this is cool. You play a card, you shift these stones, you're trying to get them to line up in a certain way, but other people are doing it too, and they might have different goals, kind of that little Takinoko aspect there. So I'm really excited about this one. GameRight Shifting Stones hasn't gotten a lot of buzz. I love covering games that have not gotten a lot of buzz. Okay, let's see. Wow, we're actually going pretty fast here, folks. I mean, we've only been here for 15 minutes, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only got 4 left. This one was from September 17th. It came from China, and usually when it comes from China, most of the time it is directly from the factory, of course, and one of the publishers that typically sends us stuff directly from the from China is AEG. They're one of the only ones that I know that consistently, which is kind of smart, I guess, because they probably have like their first lot of games coming off the line, and they airlift them in, and they have them. I mean, they ship them directly from there to the reviewers, so they don't have to wait for them all to get here. That seems to work out. So I'm guessing this is an AEG game, but I am not sure. It is AEG. What a good guess. I swear I have not opened any of these beforehand. Like I said, some of these might not even be games. I don't know. They probably all should be. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, this looks like the expansion for Tiny Towns. Sorry, guys. All right. I feel like the Incredible Hulk here. Well, they packed it really nice. All right, has anybody played this expansion for Tiny Towns? Because obviously I have not yet. Tiny Towns is one of those abstract sort of strategy games. I enjoyed it. This was another one that I didn't like quite as much as other people. Everyone else that I played it with liked it more than I did. So, there you go. Tiny Towns Village. Oh, adorable little animals here. Tiny Towns Villagers. So, it's an expansion to Tiny Towns. And as you look at that box, I'm just going to, because I only have one monitor up here today, I apologize about that. I'm going to go check the chat and see what's going on over here. Oh, man. I wish I could read this. I got to set up a second monitor here so I can read the chat here. So, has anyone played this one? Let's see what's going on. So, Tiny Towns, again, it's an abstract game where you're building your own town, and different cards are going to be used each game. And you're trying to get certain buildings to line up in certain ways. It's a very thinky game that like starts kind of open, but as you play, it gets harder and harder because you get trying to make things fit in certain ways like that. So it's one that I enjoyed it, but some people like go crazy over this game. And so yeah, you need the base game for this one. So there is Tiny Towns Villagers. I'm trying to check the chat from my phone because it's not really working on my computer. So I apologize, I'm not as able to talk to you on the chat tonight as much as normal. I need to get a second monitor set up in this setup down here. So there we go. Let's look at this next one let's see here. Another one directly from China. So it might be another AEG game. This one came October 28th, right around Halloween last year. So let's see what this thing was. Let's see. I see more bubble wrap. Okay, this one I knew was lost because I was dying to get my hands on this one. When did this one come? October 28th? Oh man, because I ended up getting a copy of this and reviewing it somewhat recently. Cubitos. And so, yeah, I did review this one eventually because they did send me another copy because I reached out to them. I was like, hey, I'm really interested in this game. You probably sent it to the old address. Can I get a copy of this thing? So let me get this open so you can see it here. Cubitos. This was a fun game. If you guys like John D. Clare, he did, what did he do? He's done a lot of stuff. Custom Heroes, Mystic Vale, Space Base. I love that game. This one is Cubitos. So this is a dice pool building game. It's a racing game where you are gathering dice, you're rolling them, you're pushing your luck and possibly busting, but you can't bust like on your first. You have to have like, you need enough good things before it's possible for you to bust. So you can't just like bust in on your turn. And you're rolling these dice, deciding whether to push your luck, and they have different. Each of these dice are tied to a different card that has a different ability. And those abilities will tell you what the different sides of the dice do. And the cool thing about this game is, there's 2 boards, and they're both double-sided, so there's 4 races. But each of these dice actually have, I think, like 7 different cards. And so each game, all the combinations of these different cards are different. So every game can feel completely different, even though you use the same dice each game, and they have a certain distribution of what they do. Like this one has 3 of, 1 symbol of this, 2 symbols of this, and 3 blanks, right? But like depending on the card you pick, those dice do different things every game, and you're trying to race down and get to be the first one to finish. And there's certain things on the map that do different things too. So different bonuses, different this and that. And you're trying to like combo together and build your dice pool. Because at the end of each round, and this game is simultaneous, so it's really fast. everyone's rolling and doing their things at the same time. At the end of the round, you're going to be buying dice depending on how much currency you have. It's kind of like a pool builder, deck builder, pool builder, dice builder, but with tons of variability. This one was really fun. I actually reviewed this game, so if you're interested in checking this out, we can review it. So there's that one. We got 2 more boxes, and then I promise I'm going to bring the chat window up closer so I can actually go back in time and answer all your questions. Okay, this one was August 5th last year. Another one that was like from a long, long time ago. So let's see what this one is. Okay. Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to play this one. This one has gotten a lot of buzz. I don't even know how to say it, but you're building these dragons. This is from, I think Matago brought it, but there's Synapsis Games. So 30 to 60 minutes, ages 10 and up, 1 to 4 players. And you're building these cool dragons with different colors, and you snap them together, and they just look really cool. And you're doing that based upon some cards and some goals. So you choose your pieces, you create your dragon, and you're trying to complete the prophecy. And this one, I bet you, I'm going to go to the website here. Let's check this out. Let's see here. See if I can get this going. Okay, we should be on Board Game Geek. Let's see. Yeah, this one's actually ranked pretty high, 2235 here. Average rating of 7.5. That's very good. It's listed as the 65th best abstract game ever made. That's pretty high, actually. A weight of 2, so it's a pretty light game. Lots of videos about it. In Focus, Game Night. Let's see, Z Garcia, of course. So it looks like there's a lot of content about this. 47 videos. Yeah, there's been a lot of buzz about this. Let me know if you've played this one. This is one I've been really wanting to play. And so, yeah, this is cool. I've been wanting to play this one. I want to check this one out. Out of the ones in the chat that you've seen so far, let me know which one you're most interested in me covering. And, I got 2 more boxes. I don't know what the heck this is. No, you know what this is? That's not a game. I know what that is. That was for a box cover that was being reviewed by me. This one's huge. This is the biggest one. This is the last one. It came from Quartermaster Logistics. Okay, so it came from Quartermaster. But not just Kickstarters come from that. This is a lot of publishers just use them to distribute their games, just generally speaking. And so this is the last box I have, and then we'll talk on chat. So tell me in chat which is the one you want to cover, which one's the one you're most excited about. I'm hoping it's upside down for a reason, of course. Wow, there's lots of stuff in there. Hold on. All right. There is a method to my madness, and the reason why I opened these upside down is because, my address was on that thing. So here we go. Okay, let's see what this is. Ooh. Oh, Mini Express! I've been dying to play this one. Mini Express was one I did a preview for. This is a follow-up to Mini Rails, which was a game that I really loved. Look at this. They put a nice little cool pin there. What is this? Wooden insert compatible Mini Express. Oh, cool. They give me an extra insert there that you can put together all the stuff. Mini Express. Oh, they gave a map too. You gotta check this thing out. So instead of a board, they actually also put in this map. I'll just leave this here. So Mini Express is really cool because you're building. It's like one of those little train games, but you could play it in like 45 minutes. And there's different cities that are specialized in different resources. And it's like an economic game. It's kind of Mark Garrett's. He's the one. Oh gosh, he did. What's that roll and write that has to do with trains? That was like the Stronghold did it. It was really, really popular. Hold on, let me go there and get this. Mini Express. Mark Garrett's. I know he did a really popular roll and write. There he is, right there. He did. Yeah, he did. Oh, Steamrollers. That was it. Steamrollers was the really popular roll and write he did that I really love. So he does like these train games that are quick and easy, but are like really cool. So yeah, in Mini Rails, I did a preview for this, so you can check it out. But there's like 3 different tracks, and you have to have a certain amount of influence in a track to be able to do different things. It was just like, it was a long time ago that I did just lost connection here. There we go. There's a lot of things. The game is very simple, but there's a lot of depth going on here. If you're looking for like a train game, it says 40 to 60 minutes, 1 to 5 players. This one looks really, really cool. So I don't know if anyone's played this one, but I was really impressed with this one. When I prepared to do the Kickstarter preview for this one. I'm dying to play this one. This one looks great. So with that being said, let me go to the full screen here and let me pull this laptop a little closer now that I'm not going to be on the table. And let me look at the chat here and see which ones you guys are most interested in seeing. Again, maybe next time I do some streaming, I'll have the chat a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go back in time here and see. Oh yeah, Black Stories. Somebody said about those crime stories that we were talking about. Let me see if I can bring that up here. But was it called Black Stories? Black Stories? Yes. Okay, I just went to... You should be seeing that. Okay, so yeah, Black Stories was the one that I brought up those little... the crime... See how it looked exactly the same as the one I brought up? Black Stories is what it was called. Thank you for letting me know that. Black Stories. So it looks like there's pretty much the same types of things, those crime ones I was talking about, where you ask the question and you're trying to find out what it was. Black Stories. Oh, man, thank you for that. I was trying to figure that out as to which one that was. Let's see. Okay, Black Stories was that. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, Battlecry said Dr. Gloryhog was probably trying to intercept my packages. Yep, I am serious. All right, let's see. Oh, all right. April Smith is interested in shifting stones. I'm interested, of course. Let's see. So yeah, I'm going to be looking to see. Let me know what the one you want to play the most is. And Dr. Gloryhog said they liked the Cubitos dice push your luck game that we talked about. And let's see what else is going on over here with the chat. If you have any general questions about this. All right. Okay, looks like Ryan said that in terms of coverage, they'd like to see Shifting Stones, Coatl, which is the one of the dragons. I probably said that completely wrong. And Mini Express. Oh, and we heard someone said that that Mini Express, someone owns it, and it's great follow-up to Mini Rails. Good to hear. And another one said they played it. Matt Book said they played Mini Express, and it's solo, and it's great. So, yeah. Excellent. Well, I just want to thank you guys so much for joining. First stream in the new place. Took a while to get this all back set up. I just wanted to kind of test it out tonight. I thought this would be a fun little thing. And thank you so much for joining. Next time I'll try to have a different monitor here so I can more monitor the chat while in real time. But I want to thank you so much for joining, and I've got a couple of other videos planned for this week that are already scheduled. So keep your eye out on that. Got some interesting things coming in. And we'll see you next time. Let me know in the chat how often you'd like to see me stream. And sometimes I go over to Gloryhound Studio and I stream from there because she has like the best setup ever. So thank you so much for joining, and we will